I think I just started to play football when I started to walk, to be honest. My dad was a footballer, so it came naturally. I heard my mom and my dad always told me that I always went around kicking a ball since really young. So I think as soon as I started walking, I started to kick the ball as well. My dad was always my coach, taking care of all the trainings and helping me. We always trained together with the individual training, but the interest was always coming from me, from inside. I was always the one asking him to go to play, to train, to do extra things. It came from me, and I think that was important because you need to like what you're doing and you need to really have the passion for it. And luckily for me, I had it since the first day. I started playing for Strømsgodset when I was 11, obviously to the younger teams, played with under 15s and the 16s and in the end on the 19s. And then I started to train with the first team when I was 14. When the year I turned 15, then I was training with them every day and I started to play as well in the league. So it was a bit strange at that time because I was going to school and I had to leave school to train with the first team and then obviously play the games as well. So was very special for me. I remember the first game and I came on and was 0-0 and just afterwards we scored and I had an assist as well. So that was a crazy moment. And after I scored my first goal as well was the day after was the National Day of Norway and yeah, walking around the streets, being 15 and yeah, it was a lot of attention. So it was, was a bit strange. At that time, I didn't really think about it. I was there, I was happy, and a big dream coming true. And playing for my country, I think one of the biggest things you can achieve in football. And yeah, I'm so proud of it. But at that time, I just played football really, and I was happy. So now when I look back, I realize how young I was and how crazy it was. But at that time, I just played and enjoyed it. The more goals I scored and the better I played, the bigger the interest was. After the season, we talked about it and I decided that I wanted to leave. I felt ready for a new challenge, and obviously then we started to talk about teams and who was interested, and for me it was easy. It's a special club and when they want you it's something special, but for me the most important thing at that time was the way they talked about me, the plans they had for me, and also they had a second team where Zidane was the coach at that time. So the plan was that I trained with the first team and then played with the second team, and I think for me at that time, 16 years old, I think it was a good solution. I was excited. I was in the squad, I think it was a week before, and I was really eager to get my debut, and then before the game was the last game of the season. Then before the game they told me I would play the last 35 minutes, and then when I saw Cristiano Ronaldo going off was unreal and a special moment, and yeah, I will always remember that moment for the rest of my life. I think when I first went to was Heerenveen, that was after 2 years in Madrid, and I didn't play with the first team in Madrid, and yeah, playing there with the second team was good for a while, but then after a certain time, then I think it was not good enough for my development, and that's why I decided I wanted to go somewhere else to get some playing time in a better league, and yeah, I feel like that's maybe the place where I grew up as a person. And then when I went to Vitesse the year after, I feel like I took another step in terms of the performance on the pitch. Started to be more decisive, scoring more goals, giving more assists. And yeah, Real Sociedad was another step on the pitch. And I think I did a good season there. So I think my loan spells over there was really important and crucial for me to keep developing. I think the most important thing was how the club, how the manager wants to play and the style. As I've said many times, I always enjoy the way Arsenal play football, and now especially after Mikel took over his style, and yeah, I think it suits me really well. So that was more important than obviously the dream of playing in the Premier League. The most important thing was the club and the style and everything around.
Tierney squared in, Ødegaard first time!
Couldn't be a better way to score my first Premier League goal, and yeah, in that game, I know how much it means for the fans, for the club, and yeah, I think we played a really good game. But then they went 1-0 up, and yeah, then I scored a goal in a crucial moment before the break. So yeah, it was a special day, and definitely one to remember. I'm having a good time, and yeah, the manager is great. The team is good. So many good players, and yeah, the way we play, I think it suits me really well, and I think I'm adapting pretty good to the league and to the style, and yeah, so I'm happy.